Hi friends, thank you for joining me today for another Wake Up Kids Art with me. This project is really fun in the spring and summertime when you can go out and gather flowers from your yard or a trail nearby. You can do this with leaves too. We're going to make bookmarks with dried flowers. So this is done in 2 steps, and so I'll lead you through the first step and show you what I have done, and then the second segment will be the part 2 where we actually make the bookmarks, which you can use for your summer reading. You can give away to friends as gifts and make them unique for those that you want to give them to. So let's get started. So once you get out there, start exploring the leaves and the flowers that you want to use to make your bookmarks and really have fun with it. There's such a variety out there, and there's really no wrong way of going about it. So I, a few days ago, collected some. These, when you go to dry the flowers, they will take about 3 or 4 days. So you want to give yourself a little bit of time in between the actual making of the bookmarks from when you gather the flowers that you're going to use. So I gathered these just a few days ago, and I'll show you what I did. You're gonna wanna find a book. I have an old telephone book here that I'm using, and you're gonna wanna get a nice large piece of parchment paper to line the page. So you can use any kind of book. Something that's a little bit heavier works really well. So you're going to choose your flowers, and as you can see, I have a variety here. Some just one iris. Like I said, I just like to use flowers that I know that there's a lot of, and if there's not a whole lot, at least 10 of a certain flower, then I will choose one. There were some other orange flowers, so they're gonna look a little different from when you pull them out of the ground to when they are pressed, and that's okay because they're still so beautiful. And I actually did a leaf too, a mugwort leaf, because I do love these so much. And they're just, oops, they're pressed and dried. So they're ready to be made into bookmarks. I have a couple little buttercups here too. So I'm going to, so you put your flowers in the parchment paper, close it up, put a nice heavy weight on it, stack some other books, or put it under a heavy box or something so that there's weight on it for at least 3 to 4 days, and then your flowers will be dried and pressed and ready to turn into bookmarks. Okay everyone, so the next part, after you have found your flowers and pressed them and they are dried, is to actually assemble the bookmarks. These make great gifts for friends or family members, or if you're an avid reader, if you like me, I like to start many books at one time. So if you want to make more than one, just cut strips of wax paper. Not too many materials in this project, but you will need to cut wax paper to suit the size of your bookmark. I like to do them a couple inches wide so that I can fit a pretty nice array of flowers onto one bookmark. So I'm going to cut a strip and show you one. Nice straight strip of wax paper here. And we do need a hot iron, so a parent or guardian will definitely want to help out with this part. So let's see, I'm going to now open up my book and choose the pieces that are going to go in this bookmark. I am going to choose this pretty iris, and I'm gonna remember that the bookmark, when we iron it, we're going to be folding it in half. So you just want to put flowers on half of the wax paper that you're using. So I've got that laid out there, and I'm going to add some more color. These yellow buttercups kind of a little on top here. You can display them however you like. This is the fun part too, where it just becomes about the fun of laying it on. And remember that they're really delicate, so you want to be very careful when you're handling these little flowers that you've found. It's a good way to get to know what's growing in your yard. I've got this little orange one I'm gonna add, and I think that looks like a really nice amount now, and I'll show you in just a minute what it looks like. But for now I'm gonna fold up my wax paper to get them all secure in there. So it is a delicate process, and it looks like got it even now. Okay, and kind of make a crease over, and we're just gonna sandwich the dried flowers into the wax paper. This is where we get our parent or guardian to help us, and we're just going to start to melt the wax paper over the flowers. It doesn't have to be a bookmark. It could also be a sun catcher. I've seen where you can build a frame, even with some cardboard or popsicle sticks, around your beautiful floral arrangement too. So there's other things you can do with this too, aside from making it into a bookmarker. But you find what works best for you. And there we have it, friends. Here is my pressed flower picture bookmark, really whatever you want to make it. I am going to put a little bit of hemp string at the top. So you could even add a little bead there too. So when I put it in my book, it hangs out. And I just got done reading The Never-Ending Story. What a great story. I'm so glad that I read it. It was the first time that I read it through. But there you have it. I'll get this out of the way here so you can see a beautiful bookmark. It can also be a nice way of keeping track of what line you're on when you're reading. Okay, friends, well, that's the project I have here for you today, and I hope you really enjoy it and have a lot of fun. These could be cards, you can write messages, there's so much you can do with these. So I hope you enjoyed this project. Thank you for watching, and happy summer. See you next time.